Welcome back. When you think of tradies, Joe, you think of happy-go-lucky, hard workers enjoying time outdoors and a laugh with their mates after knock-off. But like any stereotype, that's not always the reality.
No, the flip side is long hours, exhausting physical work and stressful deadlines. And just like in any pressure industry, it takes a toll on tradies' mental health.
And the stark reality is that a construction worker is 6 times more likely to die from suicide than a workplace accident, which is just horrific. One of the worst stats I think we've heard in recent times.
Yeah, which is why the Healthy Tradie project is making inroads by getting tradies to down tools and roll out the yoga mat in an effort to build a better life for themselves.
For Canberra Operations Manager Pip Selden, construction runs in the family.
My father worked in the construction industry and 2 brothers, both tradies. So one's an electrician and my brother Dale was a carpenter. In 2009, Dale took his own life. He was 35 at the time and it was something that was a huge shock to our family. You know, he was the popular guy amongst his mates. He was the one who always had friends over. You know, he was the kind of this casual tradie. You know, he was always the one who was organising the boys' fishing trip. And I guess in hindsight, probably some of the challenges and the struggles that he faced were things that we all just thought were part of life.
The tradie lifestyle isn't just physically taxing. They work long hours, often 6 days a week and under enormous time pressure. As Pip processed the loss of her brother, she realised these conditions were the cause of an unspoken mental health crisis.
A construction worker is 6 times more likely to die by suicide than a workplace accident. And every second day, a construction worker in Australia takes their own life. Those statistics are not something that we hear. And I've begun to see how much more we need to focus on health and wellbeing as an industry.
5 years ago, Pip started doing her part to support tradie mental health.
This morning I'm heading out to a construction site to a group of about 50 to 60 tradies.
Every week, she travels to multiple sites across Canberra and New South Wales to present wellbeing workshops.
I want you guys to walk away from this next 15 minutes with some tools that you can use every day at home, at work, to help you better cope with the pressure and stress of this industry.
So our Healthy Tradie or pre-start toolbox talks generally include a mindfulness session. So we actually focus more on breathing and how tradies can actually use their breath to control their mind and control their response to stressful situations.
By slowing down your breathing and breathing down deep in here, you're actually changing your nervous system. So if you finish that 30 seconds and you still feel a bit stressed, a bit anxious, a bit angry, maybe go back and take another few breaths.
Who's got a bit of back pain or neck pain?
Pip presents her Healthy Tradie workshops alongside her partner Richard, a fellow construction worker with a passion for yoga.
Yoga is very much about what's the body's state today. So before you start work, if we do some movement and you notice that you've got something a bit tight or something's not quite right, you know you've got to just take care of that today.
This is one you can do every day. It's beautiful. Reach. So the right hand comes over to your left. Right hand to your left. Right hand to other way. Other left. That's it. Good.
We generally leave it until about the middle of the class and we tell the guys that they're doing yoga. So I think they all generally switch on, and we do hear some comments of, oh, my missus does this and this is yoga. But once they actually get into it and they actually feel the benefits, I think they really actually enjoy it.
That's fine. If that's all you got, that's good.
Their mind's concentrating on their body, they're moving with their breath, and they're meditating and they're connected to their body, and suddenly they realise that they're feeling a lot more relaxed.
Hinge.
I think it's a good way to start the day. Like, it's different to what we usually do. Usually it's get to work, you have a quick chat, straight into it. Whether that was like, it sort of sets a different tone for the day. And I just feel a bit more energised and a bit more bendy and stretched.
And open up to the warrior too.
I think it would be good to do it regularly. It'd be a good addition to the work. Not a lot of blokes on site talk about stress and the pressures they face, and they probably should, so it's good to get people out here to encourage those conversations.
It's really interesting when you give tradies the right environment. You know, people, I think, perceive that men being men won't open up and have those conversations, but create the right environment and they will. You know, I experience that when we go out onto construction sites and we do these sessions and I share my story, that I often do have tradies who will come and talk to me after that and give us that feedback that, you know, thanks for actually, you know, caring about us and actually taking some time out to do something that supports us.
Personally lost the best mate at 21, he was 21.
Yeah.
Just all sides, I think this is a really good thing for the boys. And
if I can change or even save just one life by having a conversation or encouraging other men to have conversations, and they can then change someone else's life, then I know the work that we're doing is beneficial.